everybody is doing well. I sincerely hope everybody's doing well. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't do this. I got to do this first. Hang on.
Introducing the Zagnif One Online Radio Network.
Hey, what's good? It's your boy, Mr. Fingers.
Featuring podcasts such as Let's Talk Football.
I am Janae Struthers. So expensive. And this is Let's Talk Football.
The Ball Pit.
Hell to the no. I hope you choke on a piece for about 3 to 5 seconds and you have to drink a lot of water and you're inconvenienced for about 5 minutes.
Indie and unsigned.
Well, one, trying to stay healthy. Trying to avoid the coronavirus like a child support. I don't have any kids, so I can say that.
And more indie music than you can handle.
We're going to start it off with one of the I'm telling you, I'm excited about this, man.
The Zagnif One Radio Network.
Let's get it. Allah, Allah.
And it looks like we're back. Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well. There's a thing in here where I can show the chat so I can see what's going on. There we go. Oh, it says I can show all except the Facebook profile. Anyway, hi, my love. Hey, Donnie, what's going on, man? To the third person that's watching, who I think that's me. That's me. I'm watching on my phone because we can't see the Facebook chat except by watching the Facebook. I hope everybody's doing well. Friday night. I just wanted to pop in, say hey, see what's going on with you all. I haven't really just done a general live in a good long while. I hope everybody's doing okay. Hey, what's up? What's up? Southern Res, my man. My man. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, man. Always good to see you. Um oh, by the way, my guy, Southern Res, Perez Beard there in the chat, young man out of Jackson, Tennessee. The boys got some bangers, and they're coming, and you'll hear them on the radio station here. I believe you can hear them on the radio station in Jackson, Tennessee. We getting ready to try and see if we can help this young man blow up. He also has his own shoe line. Hey, Kia, how you doing? Also has his own shoe line. If you're watching this right now and you're watching and you're trying to say hi, and I'm not responding, just know that it is currently 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern time. So if you're watching and I'm not responding to your messages, chances are pretty good that I'm not on right now. Just wanted to let you know that. Hey Kia, how you doing? My homegirl from way back. Our families are though not related by blood, are related by love. And much love to you. Much love to you. Oh man, Kevin, the champ is in the building. I got to get back to what I was saying. Southern Res, um, the music is popping. He's also got a shoe line. There's Gemma. What's going on, man? Got a shoe line going on. The Pauvre Garçon is the French pronunciation. Po' Boy Vision is the name of. Is that your brand, sir? Let me know. Is that your brand, Rez? It's Poor Boy Vision. Check him out. It's matter of fact, go ahead and drop that link for me, Rez, so everybody can check the shoes out. They're nasty. They're nasty. I got to get my finances right. Uh, okay. Watching What If. That's what's good. I got to get my finances right because your shoes cost as much as your shoe line costs as much as my shoe line, and I spend a lot of money on my shoe line. So, all right, Stephanie, how are you doing, Miss Stephanie Baker? How are you doing? She worked around the corner at the 7-Eleven by the house. Wonderful, sweet lady. No longer at none of the 7-Eleven crew that was there when I first started going there is there anymore. The last year and a half, I'll just be real. Last year and a half, outside of seeing my coworkers at work, the only social interaction I've had outside of work has been at the 7-Eleven, and my whole crew's gone. They all have moved on to bigger and better things, and Stephanie was one of them. Yeah, drop the link in there, Red, so people can check you out, man. I just dropped in to say, hey, see how everybody's doing with what's going on a Friday night. Sitting here, I'm gonna tell y'all something. For those of you all that have known me for the better part of the last 20 years and know the guy that I was, and the DJing and the music and the singing in the groups and doing the stuff in the band, I have become very domesticated. I work, I have dinner. Hey, one T Matt in the building. My guy, my guy. So again, thank you all for just dropping in. I just decided to come on and do a live. It was Friday night and wasn't doing anything. I'm going to bed early. Another thing, going to bed early on a Friday night. That never happened in Fingersville. Ever, ever. Normally I was already where I was going, probably had a couple of beverages in me already, was setting up and getting ready to entertain the masses. And now I get off work and it's like, I'm like, who is it bedtime yet? Oh my goodness. Tom Morrow. My man. All my peoples are just dropping by tonight. Tom and I served together. Gary Owen, my brother, Gary Owen, served together. Was stationed at Fort Stewart before I went off to Virginia and fulfilling the rest of my destiny. I reckon. I can't say that, man. I can't say that out loud. You can type it in the comments if you want to. Because you know the Facebook police are always watching. Oh my God, look at all these people popping in. Chris Sinclair, got bartenders from back in the day. Chris Giella grew up 2 houses down the street from me. Hey, Chris, I'm shouting people where I can shout them when I know what they got going on. Chris left uh our wonderfully beautiful hometown in Savannah. We grew up together 2 houses down the street from each other. Old Mill Estates for life, my friend. Is now a successful uh fast food franchise owner, if I got that right. Doing very well for himself. Good to see my people's doing well, man. Good to see my people's doing well. Um, Update from Oklahoma City. Uh, it's hot. Spend a lot of time indoors. HVAC is a wonderful thing. I spent 10 years in the military and slept in the jungles of the jungle of Fort Stewart, in the deserts of Kuwait, and JRTC and Fort Benning and wherever we were training. And now if the temperature gets over 80 degrees, I'm looking to adjust the thermostat. You know what I mean? That's what's going on. Reggie, appreciate you stopping through, man. Um, Again, 8:37 p.m. on a Friday night here at Zagnif. What are you doing here on a Friday night? I gotcha. What am I doing here on a Friday night? I'm going to bed after this is done. That's what's going on. Zagnif Studios, Zagnif Productions, where Goodwill is the monarch of this house. Little shout out to my brothers of the '06. Um, so tell me what's going on with you guys, man. Update from Oklahoma City. It's hot. The army worms have come and gone. I managed to survive. I managed to half my lawn, that beautiful lawn. If you do, those of you that saw the pics from before, half my lawn is gone, but we managed to save the other half. It's looking a little scrawny right now because I'm not going to be out there in the heat uh, doing any yard work. I'd give it a couple more weeks, let it cool down. We'll give it the fall treatment and see what we can do to get it back right. Um, Work is going well. The family's doing well. Everybody's grown. Anybody that remembers the little kids, they used to be little kids, they're not little anymore. They're ranging age from 20 to 34. So, um, yeah, we're doing well. The missus is doing well. She's probably watching from somewhere. I think she threw a shout out in there somewhere. Anyhow, just dropped by to say, hey, let's see what's going on with you all. Appreciate you stopping by. Um, what's new in Zagnif Land? Uh, so because you two are domestic. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Gemma. Thank you, Gemma. What's new in Zagnif Land? The shoe line is complete right now. Everything's out. It's going to be put out for now. Put a lot of time and energy into that, and with work full time and grad school, not taking classes currently. Did take a semester off. We'll be back at it in about a month and a half. Still on slate to graduate 2023. So, hoo get that master's degree. Um, Zagnif Land. All of the merch and all of the shoes that we were going to put out are already out. That's it. That's all we're going to do for right now. We don't want to overdo it. I mean, I'd love to be able to open up a store at some point, but right now we are where we are. Everything is third party provided. I don't have to I don't have to supervise the design. I don't have to supervise the production. You click the link on the site. Matter of fact, we have a new website. We still have the zagnifproductions.com site. We also have a new website, and that is, you'll see the link down in here somewhere, where it's zagnif1radionetwork.com, all one word together. And it's a visit the shop. You hit visit the shops, and the links for the shops are there. So we got the shoes, we got the polos, we got the t-shirts, we got I don't know if it's pronounced patron or Patreon, whatever way you want to look at it. We have one of those. The link is down there for that. We're working on some tier radio. What's that, Gemma? Talk to me. We're working on some things with the what are we working on? Working on some rewards programs. Oh, stop it. Oh, stop it. Hey, speaking of, Gemma, you see that old OF decided to backtrack when they did the financial projections for the next quarter. Oh my goodness. Petrayan. Thank you, Gatch. Oh my goodness. Tim. DJ Tiny Tim in the building. Justin Lawrence watching all the way from radio, eh? Watching all the way from North Carolina. The mass exodus. I don't know what's going on with the mass exodus of people out of Northern Virginia, but it's happening every 2 weeks. 2 or 3 families from my folks back in Virginia are, we're moving to North Carolina. We're moving to, we're getting out of Northern Virginia. I know it's getting expensive there. It's expensive, it's crowded, and it takes you 40 minutes to make a 10-minute trip around the corner to 7-Eleven. And then you only went to get a pack of Oreos, a soda, and a bag of chips, and it cost you $18.48. So anyway, no, I wasn't saying anything bad about North Carolina. I just think I think it's just funny to me that arbitrarily, because all of these people I see leaving don't really run in the same circles, they're all leaving and going to North Carolina. There's a small number of you that overlap. Hey, Jen, what's going on? How you doing, dear heart? There's a small number of people that run in the same circles, but people that I knew from Woodbridge and that live in Woodbridge and don't even come to shows, the people that live out past Loudoun County, and people that lived in what I call the big three, Loudoun, Prince William, Fairfax. They're I'm out. Yeah, Gatch. I mean, dude, we had the very last recorded show, regular recorded show of Quiet on the Set and Moving Day all in the same weekend. Oh man. Where were we? God, where were we? Oh, yeah, I was talking about So there's a Patreon that's out there if you want to not yet. Hey, David. Hey, and then David and his wife moved to North Carolina and moved back to Virginia. I'm holding you to that, brother. When we come to Virginia, we got to catch up with you, sir. We had to catch up, and this time we actually had to get together and have some food. There's got to be something outside of the fair, because we haven't had an opportunity to do that at all yet, period. And we've known each other going on 12 years or something. Anyhow, the Patreons out there, Patreon, whatever, tomato, strawberry, it's there. The link is floating down in the bottom. We're not really doing anything with it now until we get the tiers set up, but there are going to be some rewards programs if you all want to be a sponsor. Hey, Alana. Hey, Tim. Yeah, well, I moved from Nova, but I didn't move to North Carolina. And we moved because our jobs sent us out here. Like, we'd still be there. We'd probably still be there right now complaining about the traffic and the cost of living and how the 1-bedroom studio apartment with 700 square feet costs $3,000 a month, living all the way out in Front Royal. It's like that. They be like that sometimes. Those do be the facts, as the young people say. Back to the Patreon, we got some stuff there. Until we get the tiers set up, it'll be something like for a certain level sponsorship, you'll get a poster and a certain level of sponsorship, you get a t-shirt, or this level you'll get a polo and a pair of those. Oh, by the way, those Chucks are so nice. The Zagnif, the ZA zips. Yes, they are made by Zazzle, but they're comfy. They're true to fit, and they're pretty stylish. The only problem is they come in white, so you basically have to wear it somewhere where it's not going to be dusty, wet, or muddy. Other than that, you're doing okay. We do miss our VA peeps. My cousin Daryl's in the building. What's going on, cuz? Good to see you, man. Hope you and the missus and the family and everybody's doing well. Um, so that's where we are with that portion of Zagnif. Websites up, stores wide open. We still got you can get digital music. We still have copies of the physical copies of the CD if you want those. Um, what else? What else is going on? Oh, the radio station is launching on the 5th of September. There's an if you haven't heard from the 8 million posts that I've been putting out there, I'm launching an internet radio station, and its sole focus is going to be on low level podcasts from local folks that haven't been recognized outside of their circles yet, and independent music artists that have not been signed by labels. It's basically going to be a radio station devoted to the whole concept of indie and unsigned. It's the cold launch has already started. We're only running 2 days a week for a couple of hours, and it's primarily podcasts. We got broadcast license. We're working on the broadcast license. When we get the broadcast license, we will be playing more independent music. We'll be mixing in some mainstream music, but it will be primarily independent music. Oh man, my deputy is here. All of my battle buddies from the military are showing up. Matt Havlovic, he and I were stationed together, TDY, many moons ago, and he and another friend of ours, we had a clique. I won't say what the name of the clique was, but we had a clique, and I can't remember who the sheriff was, but one of us was the sheriff, and the other ones were the deputies. I think I was the sheriff because I was the senior ranking. I think that was by default. I'm not sure. But lots of fun and love. And congratulations, my friend. I saw your news on the addition to the family. I think it is absolutely crazy that you have, in a very short period of time, caught me. Because I think what is this? I don't know how many kids this makes, but I've got 4 of my own through a couple of marriages, and I think you're catching me, bro. Hey, all of you that are giving the karaoke love, God, you know what? Um, my time in Virginia, Texas and Virginia, y'all, none of y'all knew me when I was in Texas except for Matt. My time in Texas, those 19 years, 5? Oh my God, you caught it past me? Oh my God, you caught it past. I had 2 when I was in San Antonio. You caught it past me, brother. Oh man, wow. Tell you what my father told me when I told him I was getting ready to be a father for the 4th time. He said, find another hobby. You got a TV? Learn how to turn it on. Go for a walk. Take up crocheting. Do something. My esteemed brother in Alpha Phi Alpha, Brother Touray, thank you for joining us, sir. I don't care what you say. Those Warriors at HVJ are not getting by the Knights of Windsor Forest this year. I don't care what you say. You can say all you want to. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. We'll have to work something out. We'll have to work out a gentlemanly wager that does not require any finances. We'll come up with something. We will come up with something. Although it's hard to get you with something because you already have Windsor Forest gear, so I don't know how. I tell you what, here's what we'll do. If you're amenable to it, Windsor plays Jenkins this year, assuming that no games are canceled or anything like that. And Windsor plays Jenkins this year. If Jenkins beats Windsor Forest this year, HVJ never had no karaoke. What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? If Jenkins beats Windsor Forest, I will do a live. And we'll have to figure out how I'm gonna get the gear. I'll do a live in HVJ gear. I'll even give them a little shout out. I I may even learn the alma mater or the fight song or something like that. Something like that. We'll figure something out. But those 19 years of karaoke between Texas and Virginia, um, that was an unreal experience. And I appreciate the fact that even though I have been gone from Virginia now for 3 whole years, because July made 3 years since we moved here. Even though I've been gone from Virginia for 3 years, the fact that when we talk, you guys still, you reminisce on and you let me know and you show me the love from when we were there. Uh okay, brother Toure, is that a deal? If that's a deal, if that's a deal, give me 7 5s in the comments. And it's a done deal. So you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. I got a friendly wager going on with my fraternity brother, Amir Toure here. He was one of the big brothers in the chapter at Savannah State University, Delta Eta, the 95th house of Phi Alpha fraternity incorporated. Done deal. He was one of the big brothers. I came through in 90. And so what the deal is, Jenkins plays Windsor Forest this year, rival high schools in our hometown. If Jenkins beats Windsor Forest, I will do a whole live. I'll come on here for half an hour. I will wear a Jenkins t-shirt and a ball cap if I can get one, because y'all can't pretty much see the thing from here. I will learn the fight song or the alma mater, one of those two, whichever one has lyrics to it. I don't know. See, that's the thing. You talk about Windsor Forest got better Jenkins got better karaoke than Windsor Forest. I don't even know if y'all fight song got lyrics to it. What you say about that? I still know. In praise of Windsor, our voices we raise, and night shine of wisdom. Come on now. Well, honey, that's hard. My wife is jumping in. It's hard for me to get him to do a thing in Windsor Forest gear because he's already got some. But if Windsor Forest wins, you're gonna have to come on and do one of the videos you always talk about, and you're going to have to say that Windsor Forest in that moment is better than HVJ with no clapback and no shade whatsoever, because you like to throw some shade in there somewhere. I think that's a good deal. How about that? Let's see. Hey, Heather, how you doing? All of you guys, thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. But the 18 years that I was in Virginia, that I did karaoke in a little bit while I was in Texas, was incredible. I met an absolutely awesome group of people. Many of those folks are now in my work, became members of my inner circle, and later on my wife's inner circle. I met my wife doing karaoke. Okay, that's a bet. We on. All right, it's on now. You about to lose your job. you. It was wonderful. I met my wife at karaoke. I met some of my closest life friends at karaoke within that circle. The last time we were home. Hey, Brandy, what's going on? Thank you, darling. Appreciate that. You just like to stir the pot because you still mad you had to do the thing where you had to wear the Redskins face paint after Handy Bowl, at the first Handy Bowl. And we still winning the Handy. We still got Handy Bowl. The Falcons are still winning Handy Bowl, by the way. For those of y'all that are not in on the know on Handy Bowl, my wife is a Cowboys fan. I am a Falcons fan. It just happened that on our first wedding anniversary, what's going on? Oh my God. All my battle buddies popping in here. Isaac Day. What's going on, Sergeant Major? I don't even know what rank. You were Sergeant Major in the Army when you got out, right? Because you got promoted like every other year. My homeboy from Fort Belvoir, we did a thing together where I produced a spoken word EP for him, and we just linked up, and I got it to him last week. Good stuff. No. Honey, you get the right to preface. I got the right to preface. On our first anniversary, it just happened that the Falcons were playing the Cowboys, and we had a friendly wager going. Winner of the game has to, whoever squad lost had to wear their rival's face paint and go somewhere in public. And it just happened that the Falcons won, and my wife had to wear Redskins face paint and a Redskins jersey, and partner of ours showed up, gave her a jacket, and we went to the closest Redskins bar in Northern Virginia, and we had to watch the I'm sorry, the Washington football team. I forgot that's the new name now. We had to watch the football team and the Cowboys play, and she couldn't stand it. But she loves to stir the pot. She's been stirring the pot ever since. She's waiting. So anyway, moving on. I appreciate you guys so very much. Even when we were home 2 years ago, when we were able to come home a couple of years ago, we had a little brunch and a whole rack of people just showed up and hung out with us for brunch before we went and got on the plane to come back here. So that was an incredible experience. I think as you age, you go through phases. Like you from infant into toddler, and then from toddler into adolescence, from adolescence into teen, from teen into young adult, and from young adult into the what I call full adult stage. And I had my adult coming of age during that time period, and you all were there to be a part of it. So I appreciate you very much for that. Um, I sincerely do. So yeah, I really do. I had sad news to report for it. I haven't put this out, but I think it was earlier this year or maybe late last year. No, it was earlier. No, late last year. Late last year, I got to looking in the garage and I'm looking at all the gear and stuff like that, and I was like, "Hun, I think it's time." And so I put out some feelers for some folks, and I sold some stuff. I sold some stuff. So the DJ shop is the chances of me getting into the business here are now yeah, it's not happening. I thought that maybe I would maybe do something part-time, but it's not happening. But I'll still go, not now, but when things clear up, I'll go out and hit a karaoke bar too. Um James Harris. Now is that my homie James Harris from the Bluff, or is that my brother James Harris from the 901? Why, Brandy? I've got a lot of other. I've got when I was doing karaoke, that was pretty much the only thing I had going. It was my full time job. Now I have a full time career oriented job. In school, in grad school, also. I'm running this small business, the Zagnif you see back there. We're launching the radio station. I've got some other things and plus that I don't drink anymore. Oh, from the Bluff. Okay, that's my homie Jay Harris from the Bluff. Coffee Bluff for life. All of us out there is trying to look cool with no coats on in the wintertime, shivering because we ain't got no. We too grown to wear coats. Wizard Forest for life, baby. Oh man. So I and then now since I've sobered up, um, since I've sobered up, it's not that I feel like I have to drink to have fun, but as a person that is sober, and you know how it gets at my shows, I think it would be harder for me as it is true. You get a little older, you get older and crotchety. So some stuff I put up with when I was 30 that I'm not gonna put up with now that I'm on the other side of 50. And you drunk and you spilling your drink on me and trying to breathe the Captain infusing my eyebrows together with Captain Morgan breath to tell me how, just go, please go sit down. You dig what I'm saying? It's not that I don't have the love for the karaoke. I might be tempted to temporarily come out of retirement for a special appearance or something like that, but it's not going to be and you know exactly what I'm talking about. You sing in a band and you deal. Hey, yes, I said what I said, Mrs. Handy. I love you though. Um, uh, it's just it's I would still enjoy it, but here in Oklahoma City, it would be like when I first started doing shows in Virginia. When I first started doing shows in Virginia, there were already other people that were established. I was the new kid on the block. I would cover for Benji. I would cover for Cowboy. I would cover for Drew. I would cover for Mike. And I'd show up and be the guy. You know how it is. Oh, my man, Sip is in the building. You know how it is. When it got to the point when I was at my thing, when I was out of town, and I'd go out of town and have to take a night off, and y'all show up and immediately, either in my messenger or my text message, where are you? Why are you not here? And who is this here? You know, and It's not that I don't think I can win folks over. It's just plus that 2 o'clock in the morning. You missed what I said earlier. I'm in bed now by no later. I'm in bed or at least in my room. I said in my room like I'm 12. I'm either in bed or in my room by like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. I might not go to bed, but I'm close enough to the bed that when I get ready to get in it, I'm in it. 2 o'clock in the morning. Woo. Our homegirl Jules was out here a couple summers ago, and we went out to karaoke, and it was a Saturday night. It was a Saturday night, and it was a fun show. I mean, and it had all the shenanigans. You had the drunk people and you had the look at me girl and the drunk dude that knew everybody in the bar, and the one guy that wanted to sing duets with everybody and talk to all the girls. And at the end of the night, they wound up having to close 10 minutes early because the pipes in the toilet backed up and ran over. Like it was a regular karaoke night, at one of those little hole in the wall bars. And shoot, by 12, I was like, oh, come to think of it, 40 weeks wouldn't be so bad. It's like the cowardly lion in the poppy field. I was ready to go to sleep. I just want to sleep. Oh man, I got to drive 10 minutes to get home. Oh, Jesus. Jesus, take the wheel. I'm going to buy a Tesla so I can just go to sleep on the way home. Yeah, no, it won't be. If I pick it back up, it won't be a regular thing. Not unless I come into a whole boatload of money, then I might do a one night a week deal. But it's gonna have to be somebody that'll be able to cover me at a moment's notice because I'm not gonna do it every single solitary week. Plus, that the pay is, yeah, you're right about that. The pay is lower, way lower. It's they're paying about half. They're paying DJs about half what they pay in Nova. Now, granted, cost of um the cost of housing here is considerably lower, but everything else is about the same. Gas, food, all that stuff. Shoot, pack of bacon, $20 now. Pack of thick cut bacon, it hurt my heart. We first moved here, it was like $8 and something cents. Anyway, so yeah, that's what's going on. That's what's going on with me. That's what's going on with the missus. Those of you that just came and popped, those of you that popped through, thank you for popping through. Those of you that are still hanging, appreciate you for hanging. Um, I don't get philosophical a lot, but I had something I wanted to share with y'all that it popped in my head. This is probably the primary reason why I came on. One of the things that I have seen a lot of, especially since I've been out here, it's kind of hard for me to keep track of in Virginia because I knew so many of you. Virginia is the Metro DC, such a large area. Um, Here, living in an area with a smaller circle, um, oh yeah, insurance is higher, but that's because they just made it mandatory for people to get insurance. We got here and it's like, yeah, insurance is not mandatory if you own a car. I was like, what? You mean tell me somebody can hit us and they can just sorry, dude. It's now that I'm not running all over the place all the time, I'm starting to notice, people are starting to step out and do. I mean, we saw a lot of it in the last year and a half, but people are starting to step out and follow dreams. And I always wanted to sell real estate. I always wanted to get into own a business. I always wanted to do this. I always wanted to do that. And we've seen a ton of it over the last year and a half. Um, if you got something, I mean, and I've even done it. Like I didn't necessarily want to design shoes. You know what I mean? Thank you, Brandy. I appreciate you. And that's not to say that if I come to town that I might not put in an appearance somewhere, a cameo. But even then, it would have to be something that somebody had set up and somebody's gonna break down. Because man, that breakdown at the end of the night is a killer. Um, if you have something you want to do, I didn't start out to design shoes. I just was doing fun graphics. I thought it would be fun to do. And then hey Kathy, how are you? Thank you for stopping by. And then that developed into me actually designing some shoes. So, it's not a Nike thing. I'm not on the same level as my homeboy Rocky Parrish back there in Virginia. Check him out, rockdeep.com. The shoes are hot fire. Hot fire. When I say hot fire, I mean hot fire. I've got two pair, and I'm probably buy some more. And I'm not a sneakerhead. I am not a sneakerhead. Y'all have seen me wear the same pair of sneakers till they fall apart. I actually own eight individual different types of pairs of sneakers. Nope, take that back. 12 individual different types of pairs of sneakers. So now I've designed sneakers now. I've opened up a little merch store. I mean, it's, I don't own, I don't have a warehouse and a design team or anything like that, but I got a little merch store with some stuff I've designed. I actually did my first voiceover gig, my first official voiceover gig. I'm getting paid for it. I didn't charge the brother much for it because I charged him $19.06. That's a fraternal thing there, but it's okay. Had my first professional voiceover gig. A few years ago, I put out a CD. Now I'm doing this radio station launch. Whatever it is that you want to do, just do it. It sounds like a Nike commercial. I'm not gonna do the whole what's your boy that lost his mind? The kid that used to be on the kid that was on the Transformers, Shia LaBeouf. I'm not gonna do the Shia LaBeouf. Just do it. No, but seriously, just just do it. You know, if you don't try, you'll never know if you were able to do that ever. Oh my goodness. Hi, Sheila. Hi, Sheila. Miss you, sweetheart. She was a sweet, sweet lady. Used to come to my shows on Friday nights when I did my show across the street from the subdivision where she worked down in Gainesville. Gainesville, it's funny. I worked in karaoke for 18 years, and it took my last couple of years to have a show that was less than 15 minutes from my house. That is absolutely crazy. But a fun group down there. Fun group down there. But if you have that, if you got that in you, all you got to do is try. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But at least nobody can ever say, well, you never tried to do it. So how did you know that you were going to be able to do it? I don't know a thing about running a radio station. All right, Mrs. Handy. You need to take a vacation. For real though. No cap. My wife is probably the hardest working person that I know. I won't get into a whole bunch of exquisite detail, but my wife works hard, very hard, and takes almost zero time off. This part I can tell you. Y'all know she had the surgery a few years back. She was back to work in a couple days. Barely took any time off from her. I mean, she didn't work like 9 hours a day, but she was back working in nothing flat. That's the kind of person that my wife is. And yes, baby, I promise you, when we get the opportunity, we are going somewhere. I don't care where. I don't care where. We're gonna go somewhere. I don't care if we just go and if we just go down the road. What's the lady's name? The place you want to go see? Uh, the redhead lady on the Food Network, the Pioneer Woman. I don't care if we go down there and stay at her little place just to get away and not have to work and not think about anything. But if there's something that you want to do, just do it. Do it. You know, when I was a kid, I knew I wanted to record music. And I've been recording music since I was 14 years old. Yeah, her whole government issue came to me. Ree Drummond, the Pioneer Woman. She makes some really cool looking stuff too. If you get a chance to check out the show, um, I knew I wanted to record music, and I didn't know how I was going to do it. And now, it's folks like because I wasn't very cool growing up. I was very nerdy, but we've been over all of that. You guys have seen me make the references to Steve Urkel and all of that. That's why, like, you ain't gonna do no, you ain't gonna do nothing, you ain't gonna do, you ain't gonna do, you ain't gonna do. So I now have a gospel album under my belt, but that was back in '94 before I met most of you. I have a gospel EP under my belt. I have I did an R&B thing with my boy Jordan. I did a CD with him. I've done, and then I did my individual EP back in 2017 and did a re-release last year with cover versions on it. It's right there, right there. Just do it. I didn't know anything about doing podcasting. Now I'm on my third or fourth podcast now. I don't know a thing about running a radio station. I'm going to figure it out. Do it. Don't let people talk you out of it. Don't let people say, well, you're crazy, or you don't know what you're doing, or you don't know what you do it. Because if you don't do it, somebody else will figure it out. Because just trust me, as unique as unique and as unique individuals each human being on this planet is, I guarantee you there's somebody else sitting there, sitting on the other side of the planet thinking the same thing you're thinking. How in the heck can I crack this pistachio open without tearing my biceps and my triceps or smashing my fingers with a hammer? I want to create a pistachio opening machine. And there's somebody else in Indonesia thinking the same thing. And if you don't do it, they will. So go get it. Go get it. And for those of you that have people that have those dreams, give them some support. I'm not saying you gotta, I'm not saying you have to spend the money. Now, granted, that would be nice. If they got something they're selling, show them a little support. It could be something as simple as, huh, my homie's selling such and such. Hey, my homie's selling such and such. Check it out. Every time they do something, giving them a shout out. You've seen the people that come through here. My homeboy Rez who came here. I gave him shout out. My man Chris who has the franchise. I forgot which franchise it is. I just know he has some franchises. Yes, Mrs. Handy, and what what I told you about that. You tell me. You tell me. You pick it out. You tell me. I can get in where I fit in. You just tell me. Okay. I love you. Yes, like and subscribe. It's I know it sounds dumb. You can even mute the page if you want to. Subscribe to their page and mute the page. It might not be something. Now, I'm not talking about, if it's something that's like way off the ranch. And I think y'all know what I mean when I say way off the ranch. I'm not dogging nobody, but like, you know, you get what I'm saying. If it's not something that you believe in or stand for religiously, politically, or personally, that's a whole different ball of wax. That's all on you. But if you got a friend that's, they got a t-shirt shop and they post 1,000,000 times a day, like the page, mute the notifications, but check them out about once a month or so and just give something to share, because the subscriptions are what drives what these platforms look at. You know what I'm saying? Like YouTube, you could have 8 million subscribers. You hit 8 million subscribers on YouTube, you might not have a lot of views. Now, views count also. Now, let's not play with the numbers, but do things like that for your peoples. Give them some support, show them some love. If you got a couple dollars and they got something that you like, pick it up. It ain't gonna hurt you. And I can't. And you know what? The sad thing about it is, because I can say that because I was that guy. I had friends that were doing things, and I would have the money to support them, and I wouldn't give them the money, but I'd go spend the money to get the same thing from somebody else when I can get the same thing from my friend. So listen, this is not a pitch. Okay, let me make sure I clear that up. This is not a pitch for me to tell y'all about nothing from me. Okay, nothing. I'm just saying, if you have friends that are doing things like this, and give your friends some support and show them some love, because it means a lot. And for those of you that have those dreams, follow them. You never know where it may lead you. Because you know if I had enough money that I never had to work again, I would have a small staff of people right now busting their hump on this radio station deal, and it would be larger scale than just me using someone else's platform to create a radio station. This would be me creating my own internet radio station from scratch, launching it, because I've already got the website with my own paid for URL and everything. It would be out there. I would love to do that. And I'd have the entertainment company with the DJs, with the huge library and everything. That would be what I would be doing. But I would have a team of folks that would have to that would handle the heavy stuff, and they wouldn't have to call me unless it was something I really needed to do. And then I might pop in one night on the DJ and be like, I got it. I'll take over. Anyway, take care. Take care, Frat. I'm holding you to that. For those of you that joined since before, hang tight for a second, Teray. For those of you that just joined before, me and him are having a conversation. He and I went to rival high schools. I think they play each other this year. If his high school beats mine, I'm doing a whole live for a half hour in his school colors and singing their fight song or alma mater, whichever one, and vice versa. Well, actually, I got another plan for him. Take care, Frat. Much love. 06. I appreciate you all. I really do. I appreciate you guys. And I just wanted to share that with you. Follow what you got. If you got something going on, follow it. As you never could have told me when we moved out here that within a couple of years I would be sitting here doing this on a Friday night. I mean, I've been blessed enough to be able to do that. And I appreciate you all for stopping through and sharing a couple of your minutes with me. Oh, I got some stuff in the show chat over here. Gypsy Soul. Hey, Gypsy Soul. It is live. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm still kind of new to this particular platform. So I'm learning how to work well, I've been using this platform for a minute, but I'm just learning how to work the chat. So we got comments coming in. Anyway, yeah, there we go. I think I got all of those. So yeah, do it. Do it. Go get it. Go get it. Get after it. Find a dream. If you got a dream, work on a dream. If it's just a little bit of I joined a group and we meet once a week, and I forget what we call the group, but we hold each other accountable, and we have a set of goals that we have to achieve every month. And then we come back every month and we give a report. I did this, and I wrote out a business plan, and I talked to this guy, and I did this thing, and this. I got a brand. I have a brand ambassador. I went out and got a brand ambassador. I got to get him some stuff so he can start promoting it on the internet and stuff like that. HVJ, okay, I see you, frat. Seriously, go after it. Write it down, and set it in motion. It doesn't matter if you do it in 6 months or if it takes you 6 decades. Now, I know a lot of us that are watching this don't have 6 decades, but you get what I'm getting at. Doesn't matter. You do it in 6 months or 6 decades, you did it. I wanted a college degree. When I graduated, I wanted a different degree, but when I graduated high school, I wanted to go to college and to get a degree. I left college in 1993 to go on active duty. I was in the reserves. I left the reserves, went on active duty. I got out of active duty. I was doing the karaoke thing by then. The karaoke thing was going really well. I stayed with that. I had more kids. There was that, other personal things going on. Met a wonderful woman, got married. And we're celebrating 10 years this coming November, just a couple of months. Love you, baby. Oh, you're right there. I love you. I had other things going on, but I still wanted that degree because I always told my children, when you get an education, that's a one thing. They can take your name, they can take your money, they can even take your freedom. I sound like William Wallace. They can even take our freedom, but they will never take. Yeah, but they'll never be able to take your education away from you. And last year, after 32 years after I graduated high school, after I walked across the stage in the Savannah Civic Center and graduated from Windsor Forest High School, Ray, just so you hear me. I got my bachelor's degree in hand. And in another 2 years, if life lasts, I'll have a master's degree in my hand. Do it. Get it. Go get it. Go after it and go get it. That's enough. Well, there's never enough. I could talk about this for hours, but I do. I really appreciate you guys stopping through to say hi. I really do. I do. And hanging with me. Jason, I hope things are going well down there in your neck of the woods, man. And in a different time, many moons ago, we'd be right down there on Heathcote Boulevard, cutting up at Jimbo's. Hope you find a good place to go do some karaoke. That's it. I came on here. I don't know how long I've been on, but I appreciate you guys just hanging with me for a little bit. Oh, about 45 minutes. I can look and see. I came on at 8:30. It is now 9:18 p.m. Central Time. I appreciate you guys coming through and just stopping through. So those of you that are inclined, if you got anything you want to check out, Zagnif One Radio Network.com. That is the name of the network. It launches on September 5th. Tell Katie I said hi, bro. Tell Katie I said hi. It launches on September 5th. It's a full launch. Even then, we're only going to be doing 3 days a week. It'll be some podcasts and some independent music. Some podcasts and some independent music. Go to that website, Zagnif One. Why don't I do this here? It would just be a lot easier if I edit this. Zagnif One Radio Network.com. There we go. Boop and boop. That is the website right there. Go to the website. It's got the links on there. It's got links to listen live. It's got links to the merchandise shops. And if you're looking for some Zagnif Productions merchandise, we've got t-shirts, we've got polos, we've got hoodies, we've got leggings for the ladies. Heather knows. Heather got a hoodie. We got leggings, we've got hoodies, we've got water bottles, we've got shoes. I've got 6 different types of shoes. We even have a ladies shoe. It only comes in that particular color. It only comes in certain sizes. So if you are over a size, I think 14, you are fresh out of luck. And they do fit narrow because they're manufactured in Italy. We got all that stuff. We got music. Go over there, check it out. If you're inclined, this is not you don't have to. If you don't, my feelings are not hurt. I appreciate you guys just hanging with me on a Friday night. But if you're inclined, go check it out. The radio station is right now on a cold launch. We'll be airing on Mondays during the evening drive from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Central Time, and on Saturdays tomorrow I wanted to launch at 12, but I had a lot of stuff to do today, so I didn't get everything together to get the launch together at 12. We're probably going from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. tomorrow. That's also going to be Central Time. So we got all that going on. I got some people last part of the pep talk. If you and some other people, and if you guys put your resources together, here's the thing. I get jealousy. I don't know what the deal is with the jealousy. I'm not exactly sure what I wanted to say about the jealousy. But if you have a group of people and you're all kind of got the same goals and you're trying to do something, pull your resources and bring them in. I got a couple other guys that do podcasts, and I'm going to have their shows on my network, even though I do podcasts, because I like their podcasts and I want to have them on and I want to show them some love. I do music, but I know other guys that do music and other women that do music, and their music sounds hundreds of times better than mine. And that's saying something, because I love me some Mr. Fingers music and I want to show them some love. There's room for everybody at the table to eat. Granted, you don't want to let anybody take advantage of you, anything like that. But if you have a symbiotic relationship and it's working good, make it happen. And if they get big and you don't, if they get big and you don't, it's okay. You clap for them anyway, because it doesn't make you look good being mad that they got what you wanted. They big time and I didn't get it. Oh no, man. Nah, clap for them. Clap for them and love them. Okay, that's all I got. I appreciate you guys. All of you that are in here still right now with me, please give me a hello so I know who all is still here. I appreciate y'all stopping through and hanging out with me. I really do. I gotta go because I want to go cuddle up with the missus, and I just remembered I have a pint of ice cream in the fridge, and we had Cracker Barrel for dinner. But it's funny, somebody said they were thinking at the same time I was ordering Cracker Barrel about ordering me some chicken wings. Now I love those chicken wings if that offer still stands, my dear. I love you. What up? Okay, there's my missus. Oh man, my cousin Danny, Bishop Danny Hughes, Semper Fi Marine, hoorah! Even though you picked the wrong branch, I still love you. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. Seriously, this is Mr. Fingers. I love you. Y'all be good to yourselves and to each other. Until the next time, we'll catch you again soon. Holla.
Introducing the Zagnif One online radio network.
Hey, what's good? It's your boy, Mr. Fingers.
Featuring podcasts such as Let's Talk Football,
And this is Let's Talk Football.
The Ball Pit,
Hell to the no. I hope you choke on a piece for about 3 to 5 seconds and you have to drink a lot of water and you're inconvenienced for about 5 minutes.
Indie and Unsigned.
Trying to stay healthy, trying to avoid the coronavirus like a child support. I don't have any kids, so I can say that.
And more indie music than you can handle.
We're going to start it off with one of the I'm telling you, I'm excited about this, man.
The Zagnif One Radio Network.
Let's get it. Holla.
And yes, Abdul, I did say a pint of ice cream. Bye.